back to the paragraphing. The first one is introduction paragraph. In introduction paragraph, the first statement will be background statement. And the second will be thesis statement. In this thesis statement, you need to add your stand. That means in which favor you are going to write your essay. That's what you need to add in your thesis statement. Now directly we can switch on body paragraph. Body paragraph 1 will be, in that case, you need to add your idea or maybe the benefits and or the causes. Type 1. Maybe you have one idea that what you are mentioning in body paragraph 1. Whereas in body paragraph 2, you are adding your second idea. And body paragraph 3 will be your third idea. Now students, if required, then only we are going to add body paragraph 3. Otherwise, body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2 is quite enough. Because in all kind of essays, for example, in agree-disagreement essay, in body paragraph 1, we are putting our ideas in a favor of the statement, and in body paragraph 2, we are adding the idea against of the statement. Same way, discuss both the views. Body paragraph 1, we are discussing one view, and body paragraph 2, we are discussing second view. Same way, causes and solutions. So body paragraph 1 will be the causes and body paragraph 2 will be the solutions. So if required, if your ideas are quite different than body paragraph 1 and 2, then you can add body paragraph 3 as well. And after that, at last, we need to conclude our essay by adding conclusion paragraph. Conclusion paragraph is nothing but just a summary of whole essay. Remember that we are not supposed to add any new idea in your conclusion part. Now, let's take a sample paragraph and sample essay. Now you all are conceptually clear with the structure of the advantages and disadvantages type essay. Now let's switch on the introduction part. This is a sample introduction which I have mentioned over here. You can see that today many schools make students to learn a foreign language from as early as primary education and before they reach high school. While there are few disadvantages of this trend, I would argue that it is advantageous more than compensate for any disadvantages. It is clearly seen that in first statement, I just paraphrased the given topic statement. I didn't mention my idea at all in first statement. That is why it is a background statement. And second sentence, which you can see in a bold font, that I have mentioned my stand, that there are few advantages and there are more, there are few disadvantages and there are more advantages. So that will be your thesis statement. You can see that in these two statements, in this paragraph, it is seen that I have used only two sentences. Where first one is topic statement in paraphrased language, and second sentence is a thesis statement in which I have clearly mentioned my stand. Let's switch on a body paragraph now. Well, in this body paragraph, I have begun with one of the problems with. Now, before I make you understand, students, please text me in chat that what is coherence. So you can just text me that if you know any idea about coherence, then I'm waiting for that. Please write your answers in a chat box that according to you, what is coherence? Okay, almost I got the answers. That coherence grammar, kind of, yes. Okay, linking of the idea, true. All right. Well, now let me explain what is coherence. Coherence is the logical bridge between words or sentences or sometimes paragraph as well. That means we are connecting two words or a sentence, or sometimes you are connecting two paragraphs. So coherent writing uses devices to connect ideas within each sentence and paragraph. For example, although, however, in spite of, sequencing coherence is there also. Firstly, secondly, thirdly. Then contradicting coherence is also there, that on the other side. Then similar to addition, we can write in addition. So these are the words we can use as a coherence words, which is most important in our essay writing, because weightage, use of linking devices very wisely, as it is weightage is 25% in writing class in IELTS. Make sure that overuse of linkers or a faulty use of linkers will lead to low band scores. So coherence is very important. And now get back to the body paragraph 1 again, where you will able to understand that where I have used coherence. One of the problems, that is what I am linking from the introduction paragraph, that in this paragraph I am going to explain the problem. One of the problems with teaching a second language to young children is that it is often hard to keep their attention, and there is overload of other subjects to study. In this first sentence, there is another linker also I have used. Anyone can spot that? I'm waiting in a chat box, please. Yes, in first sentence, you can make out that here and is used. This is also called as a cohesion, where we are connecting the sentences, which is two different sentences. So that is also a cohesion, linking words, and simultaneously this is also called a cohesive words. After that, I have added a second sentence. The first sentence was the problem. The second sentence is the reason that why that problem is occurred. This is because of the immense load of studying other subjects like maths and science, and hence learning a new language will definitely overburden students. In recent study conducted by University of Westminster, it was found that students are not able to spend time on physical activities because of studying too many subjects. Now you can see here I have used only 3 sentences. first sentence is about problem. Second sentence is about the reason. And third, I have added an example. Well, here many students asked me, like, can we use personal examples? I would like to highlight that general examples is a better choice always. To support your stand, to support your favor. So, best way to add example is to convert sentence into passive voice so that you do not need to add subject and it will become a general example automatically. Well, next, let me switch to the body paragraph 1. Okay, this was the body paragraph 1. Now let's switch on body paragraph 2. On the other hand, you can see that there are benefits to learning a language at preschool. First of all, children are more likely to become fluent in a second language if they start to learn it at a young age. This is because young children have greater neural plasticity, which means that they can learn new skills such as a second language more effectively than when they are older. In this second body paragraph, even I have used a linking devices as well. And you can see that here again, I have mentioned about the benefits of learning a foreign language at early age. The previous body paragraph 1 was the disadvantages of learning foreign language at the early age, whereas in this body paragraph 2, I have added advantages of learning a foreign language at preschool. In both paragraphs, I have mentioned only one idea and supported points to that, followed with the examples too. So, students, you can make out that there is no need to add multiple ideas in body paragraphs. It is quite comfortable and quite easy to add only one idea, but clearly mentioned and clearly conveyed our stand. That is, of course, a better choice. Write a perfect essay. Now, let's switch on next paragraph. Just to have an idea, I have added body paragraph 3, which is not compulsory actually, but to highlight my stand, I added another benefit of learning a foreign language from the early age. And that is what I added cohesive words as well by adding another upside. Learning a second language before high school is that it improves other cognitive abilities. In fact, it has been shown that children who learn a second language at a young age have better problem solving and critical thinking skills, enhanced memory, and tend to be more creative. First paragraph, you can see that I have added another idea in the benefit of learning a foreign language at early age. Whereas in second sentence, I have added the example, but I have added as a passive voice statement. So that is, I don't need to add a subject to this passive voice sentence. So I am giving an example that I have made it a passive voice sentence. I do not have to add subject, and so I am making it general example. Now let's move on to the conclusion part. In conclusion, at the last, the disadvantages to learning a foreign language at preschool are fewer in comparison to the advantages, as I firmly believe students will have a greater chance of becoming fluent if they are exposed to the language at the young age. Hence, learning a foreign language from early age is a welcome idea. I have some questions from the students which I'll answer afterwards. Once we are done with the session, I'll answer all your questions. Now the conclusion is done. So now we have the structure ready. That first was introduction part, introduction paragraph where I added the background statement and I added my thesis statement. Then it was the body paragraph 1. In body paragraph 1, I mentioned about the disadvantages of learning a foreign language at the early school and supporting ideas as well. And then I switched on the second body paragraph. Because the second body paragraph was contradicting to the first body paragraph, I added the linking device as a on the other hand. And then I started to add my idea in the favor of the statement that learning a foreign language at a preschool is of course a better choice. And to support my same idea, I added a third paragraph, which is not compulsory. Students, you can add your third body paragraph only if it is required. Otherwise, body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2, it is absolutely okay. And then directly you can switch to the conclusion. But make sure you are supposed to complete your essay in about 280 words. Now, I hope you all got your answers. And at last, finally, let's see your whole sample essay. And it will be like wait, I had some confusion. Just I'm sharing the screen again. I hope you got the screen. I'm starting from the last paragraph. Wait for a while, students. Then I want to show you the final. Yes, there you go. It is your final sample essay. You can just go through it. And yeah, I'm giving you some time to go through this, your essay. And you can drop your queries in your chat box. You can see over here, there is introduction paragraph, then it is body paragraph 1, then body paragraph 2. I have added body paragraph 3, which is not compulsory at all. And then it's the conclusion, which is of course must. Yes, in 40 minutes, if at all, you are having shortage of time to complete your essay, then make sure you are adding your conclusion at last, finally. તો તમે શોર્ટમાં ક્વિકલી તમારા બોડી પેરેગ્રાફ્સને ફિનિશ અપ કરીને write your conclusion clearly. So here, there you go. Here it is your sample answer. And this is the structure for the advantages, disadvantages type of essay. I hope now you all are conceptually clear with advantages, disadvantages type essay. And I am not able to see any students are having any query. So as of now, we are ending this session. Thank you for attending today's session. Uh, yeah, there is one. Yes, there is one text. I am waiting. Yes, what if words are less than 250? Then that means that your essay is eliminated and you won't get more than 5 pens. So definitely make sure you write your essay at least 250 words. I of course suggest that make your essay at average of 280 words. All right, students. Yeah, yes. Have a nice day. And I hope you all are clear with the essay topic. And yes, yes, of course, I'll share this document to you as well. Have a nice day and have a safe and healthy day ahead in this your lockdown. Good day.